How you doing?
Good. How you doing? Good. How you been? Yeah, good. It was entertaining. Usually.
Do you know, is Tori coming?
No, he'll be on Zoom.
So how about Tabby?
No, she's has a function tonight.
Okay. You can unmute.
Yep, you're good to go.
All right, we'll call this meeting to order. It's a meeting of the Smyrna Finance Committee meeting. For some of us, it's our first time. Speak up a little bit. Okay. Okay. I apologize for the rowdy crowd. My wife is one of the two people over here, so try and get her to contain. I guess what we'll do is we do have roll call. I do recognize that.
Let me do pledge allegiance.
Right. Pledge allegiance. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can do that. We'll start with the pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll have a moment of silence. Okay. I guess we'll do a roll call. Kathleen
Oh, Kathleen Acevedo.
Acevedo,
Sharon Wright.
Renee Slaughter.
Nayslar, and Jim Walls. That's me. Okay, I guess what we'll do is we'll get started. I know the primary mission here is there are any financial documents to review, and then we'll get into the first review and discussion of the FY26 budget. Kathleen, do we have any, before we get into the budget matters, are there any other documents that we needed to address at this point, or we can go straight to the budget?
I just brought the budget today.
Okay. Okay, well then, I guess we'll turn this over to you as someone that can present to us the information associated with the budget that you want us to be familiar with.
Okay. So I gave everybody a copy of the budget. On the front, it kind of gives a breakdown of the revenue from the specific departments, the transfers from the utilities, the expenses by department. And then it goes into listing out exactly all the revenues, all the expenses by departments. With this budget, we are looking at, let's see, about 5.5 million transferring in from the utilities to the general fund. We're looking to put 500,000 into the capital reserve. We did have several large increases that we are dealing with right now. We have 12% to the county sewer fees. DMEC thankfully is not increasing next year. Our health insurance went up 12%. We are looking to complete 2 audits next year as well. And our debt service increased by $250,000. So those are some of the things that were affected going into this budget. I did not propose any tax increases. And I'm looking at about a 5% utility increase across the board. On the last page, I think it is, there is like an average residential customer, what their bill would look like with the new rates that are proposed.
Okay.
What page would that be on?
The very last one is the average residential customer.
Okay, anything else at this point?
Those are the big things, and then if you guys wanna go through it, look through it.
Yeah, we'll need to do that. I'm sure that we won't be able to get through it all for this evening, but we'll need to go through that. I guess one of the questions that I've got, with the projected 14% increase for revenues, to match the 14% increase in the expenses for the balanced budget is, what's the confidence that the revenues will be able to hit that target?
I'm pretty confident. Our 2025 budget's doing very well with the numbers that we projected. A lot of the revenues are the taxes, which there's less than 1% outstanding for prior year taxes, so we are collecting between 98 and 99% of the taxes each year. The utilities, we are also collecting those on a timely manner. There's not as much outstanding as there used to be. We are looking at an increase in building for next year with the new developments. So that would be an increase in the permits, the impact fees and such.
Right, how about on the other side? Oh, that's the revenue side. How about on the expense side? How confident are we that that 14% number is going to hold and be sufficient for next year?
We hold our department heads to their budgets. So we are very strict with maintaining them.
Okay.
I have a question
Mhm.
on the residential cost.
Okay.
I mean, trash just went to 36
Yes,
and come next year, it's going to go to 38.
yes. So we had increased it initially in the beginning of 25 to $33.
Yes.
So we were able to not do the full increase September 1st. So we did a partial increase and then we're gonna do the final increase January 1.
So we went from $31
Mhm.
to $38
Yes,
in 1 year.
yes.
No, I'm sorry.
There was a substantial increase in the contract
That is
for
great.
the town.
Mm-mm.
And the contract with the new service provider, is that for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Do you know?
It's a 3-year contract and the rates do increase each year.
Why?
It was the best contract that we were offered.
And you couldn't, with this contract, y'all couldn't do anything. I mean, I have a problem, and it's not you, please don't take this wrong, but I just feel like we just keep coming after the constituents in the town of Smyrna. And I'm on a fixed income and my income is making it, but it's getting very close to not making it. And if the town of Smyrna keeps going up, I mean, in every category, you're going to go up. Some people are not going to be able to afford this. My question in the trash, and you may not know this, what does the town pay the company each? Do you know that?
I don't have it off on right now. We can come back to that.
It's,
Are we allowed to ask questions? Out here? Are we allowed? Or was that a no?
I have no.
I have
Not
no
just
idea.
yet, not just yet.
So the customer rate is going to go from $20 to $25 in 1 year, $5 increase.
Yes, but we are cutting the PPCAC rate.
But not the whole amount. So it's still an increase.
Yes,
So you're increasing one by 5 and 3, so yeah, that's a $2. Water is going up, sewers going up. The gallon usage is going up. So I'll stop talking.
Just have a related question is, like what, for unexpected expenses or events, say a storm came through or some unexpected thing, a transformer blows up in the electric side. How are we as far as being funded for like reserve funds for unexpected major expenses, whether it's like say in the water, sewer, or electric system?
So the smaller emergencies we are able to take care of. It's the large ones that turn into a capital improvement that would have to come back to the council for a capital project.
I have a question about how are we doing with the town's debt load? How is the debt load changed?
So right now our debt service is 2.6 million in this budget. And it'll start going down next year. This is our peak.
This is the peak. Okay. What was it in previous year?
It was 2,444,000.
Okay. Anything else you can see, Renee?
Not yet.
Okay. At this point is what we're going to need is, since we're just presented with this information on the finance committees, we probably need a little bit of an opportunity to review the data and information that is included in these reports that were very carefully prepared. See if we have any additional questions and make sure we have a clear understanding of what's being called for the town. But at least wanted to give an opportunity for anyone in the public that would at least like to make a public comment or an observation that would be welcome at this point.
I have a question. Is there a proposed change? Last year it was discussed to change the allocations for the community organizations and to implement a system of an application system for any community organizations looking for funding for the town. Is that implemented as part of this proposed budget this year?
We discussed it. The ones that the town kind of runs or funds, we're still going to fund them. And then anybody outside of that group would have to request.
So there aren't the regular allocations that had been in it prior to that.
They're still in it.
Okay. One thing I would ask Kathleen is, I know you went through a number of things that you've offered as what key factors were that were driving the increase very carefully. Is there any way that we could get like at least a very brief list of those particular items to consider?
The one,
Not right now. It doesn't have to happen tonight.
yeah, like the ones that I already,
Yeah, the ones that you mentioned. So we can look at that. Is there anything else you have for now?
When we were meeting last year, a new accounting system was being looked into. And fees from the old system were supposed to be going down. Has any of that happened yet?
yes, so we did cut some of the costs for Pyraminus this year. We are going to maintain the system. So there will not be any new costs with searching for a different program.
And you mentioned that you anticipate completing 2 audits. So is that the 24 and 25?
That's my goal.
You have anything else, Sharon?
Not tonight.
Okay. Okay. Well, with that being said, I think, do you have anything else, Kathleen, that you wanted to raise? Okay. Well, with that being said, I
Wait,
guess we
Wait a
can,
minute. You have anything else?
No, I'm good.
You just, what you emailed me, you want answers?
That was, just to make sure.
FYI, what,
Yeah, like all of the sort of things that I think are from previous experience are important to understand about the drivers of the budget and the sort of changes that we made. Jim, I didn't have your email, so I didn't send it to you.
I'll give it to you as soon as we break here.
did you get his email?
Yes.
Okay. I guess with that being said, I guess we'll adjourn the meeting.